Did they walk upright?
It's entirely possible, but we don't know for sure.
Did they live in caves?
Experts disagree on this point.
Did they bury their dead?
The experts?
No, the Neanderthals.
We know very little about their burial practices.
Very little.
Call it nothing.
What kind of society did they have?
Well, as my French colleagues like to say, nous simplement nous savons pas.
Which means?
We just don't know.
That's what it means, or we don't know what it means?
We don't know.
Lord Augustus, do you in fact know anything about the Neanderthals?
I know everything about them. My knowledge is as wide as the prehistoric tundra they trod across, as deep as the seas they fished in, and as cutting edge as their stone tools.
Well, now we're getting somewhere.
These are, of course, just metaphors. The reality could have been quite different.
Can you tell me one definite fact about the Neanderthals?
You didn't ask me about the Ice Age.
Would it be worth it?
Possibly.
All right. Did the Neanderthals live during the Ice Age?
Yes, they did.
Really?
Definitely.
Well, how did they react to the extreme cold?
I would imagine that they shivered quite a bit, but beyond that, I have no idea.
Did they domesticate fire?
This issue has been hotly debated.
Well, did they cook their food or eat it raw?
Perhaps both, maybe neither.
What kind of shelters did they build?
One can't be certain.
What kind of clothes did they wear?
Well, presumably they wore some kind of clothes, because otherwise they would have been completely naked, which is entirely possible, although unlikely and totally unproven, given the lack of evidence. That is the huge gap in the fossil record.
I'm sorry, did you just say that Neanderthal man bought his clothes at the Gap?
We just don't know.
Do we know what Neanderthal man looked like?
Ah, I'm glad you asked me that. I've just finished leading a 10-year study into this very subject. The greatest scientists and conceptual artists in the world collaborated on this project, and they have produced what I believe to be the definitive visual portrait of Neanderthal man. And I'm proud to reveal it to the general public for the first time right here on your program.
Great, let's take a look at that right now.
We just don't know.
No clue?
Haven't the foggiest.